is my guide, and welcome to my show this evening, Insight with Blue Feather. Blue Feather's been with me for a long time, and what I would like to speak with you about tonight, I have written a story about the coronavirus. Am I saying that correctly, hopefully? And I want to read to you all how I really feel and what the impact of what this has done. I'm going to say to me, but there is a lot of impact that has happened to all of us. And it's just so many changes and so much to get used to. I also have some information on dreams. So what I would like to do then is to please start with my story, okay? The other day, I crawl out of bed at 6:20 this morning. Sometimes I sincerely do not know what part of my body doesn't hurt. It would be easier to say what doesn't than to say what does. Getting older is not what you want to think. And then again, it can be what you do think. I will say sometimes it's a pain, literally. And by the way, the name of this story is More Than Restless. More Than Restless. As I go down the steps, my cat runs past my feet. Good thing I am holding onto the banister. Looking at her, I think, oh, she will be 16 years old, July coming. The way she ran by me, it doesn't look like her body is bothered or in pain. I fix her breakfast and I pour my first cup of coffee and head out to the patio. She is way ahead of me and is waiting for me to open the door rather than to use her cat door. Walking toward the couch, I quietly look at the pond, for the water is moving so quietly. I sigh. I look up at the sky and I quietly say thank you. No matter what is going on in my crazy world, we are still locked down. It has been 6 weeks and nothing has changed. Reasons being a virus epidemic outbreak called coronavirus. We are told to stay home. Do not leave unless necessary. I have experienced a lot of situations in my lifetime, but this one is getting to me. I get up and I go for my second cup of coffee. It is so quiet and peaceful out here. You wouldn't think there was an epidemic or, let's say, lockdown, but there is. Do I sound frustrated, or we could say once more, restless? I sincerely want to scream, but I don't dare, because I would probably wake up some of my neighbors, and I'm sure they don't need to be reminded that they are locked down also. Okay, quiet down, I say as I sip on my cup of coffee. I look at my cat as she smacks her lips from breakfast. She is now sitting calmly, cleaning her coat of hair. Wow. I wish I was that calm, but I'm not a cat. I will remind her of how lucky she is. I wish life was so simple to where all we had to do is lick ourselves clean. Now that would be different. I think of my day. Okay. What am I doing today to stay within our rules made by our government? Oh, I forgot to call my British friend Val. I look at the time. It's 7:30 a.m. here. So in England, it's 12:30 p.m. Great. I will call her today since I am already a day late. When she answers, I say, how are you? And sorry, I am a day late and $1 short. We laugh. Immediately out of her mouth comes, I have been locked down for 3 weeks now. I said, try 6. England did not move as fast as we did. She is weeding her garden, at present and says it's keeping her busy, but that is not enough. Of course, all of us are older, yes, but very energetic people, which of course can be good in one way and not so good in another. We can go to the word restless. I let her know how I cannot go get my nails done and how bad they look. The acrylic nails I had are all gone, and I am now down to the quick of each finger. I don't like it, but I can only do so much. My nails are thin and always have been. I tried growing them one time before, but needless to say, went back to acrylic. Since we are in the situation we are in, not knowing when the lockdown will be over, she suggested almond oil on my nails at least 3 times a week. I said, great, I will try. One thing good about best friends is we truly try to help one another. I look at the clock. It's now almost 8 a.m. and my daughter is calling me using FaceTime. I say, great. And we talk for a bit. She is in Spain and has been locked down for almost 8 weeks and is homeschooling my grandchildren. She does it, but not always with ease. She lets me know the kids can go out on May 7th. That's my granddaughter's birthday, and play in the streets, yards, and playgrounds. She is looking forward to that. It has been a challenge, but she has survived it. I saw a picture of Joshua, my grandson, and his hair is in need of a cut. So that will be the first thing they will be doing once all is opened. I tell her I love her and we hang up. I look at my clock and it's now 8:15. Work out with my 2 friends at 9 a.m. so I had better get moving. Upstairs I go. My cat is right behind me. I smile. So easy to get attached. When making my bed, she and I play. I have to make her move as I pull the bedspread up. She lays there defiantly until I pull the covers over her head. Then she will move, but to the other side. I do it one more time, throwing the bedspread over her head, and she moves to the bottom of the bed where I no longer bother her. I get my gym clothes on next, and then I take a quiet moment to balance my chakras, which are energy centers running up our bodies from the spine to the crown of our head. I do this every day so I can stay positive and have no anger or fear. I send out love to all and I ask for love back. I also ask for guidance and to keep me the good person I know I am. Part of my belief system that I learned from Shirley MacLaine 25 years ago. Down the steps I go, and guess who is in front of me? I smile once more as I watch her 4 legs run past me. There goes a knock on the door, and I open it up for Bonnie as the phone rings for FaceTime and with Randa. We all sign in with much conversation, and then we calm down and start working out. We do not have masks or gloves, only because Bonnie and I feel we are okay, and Randa is on FaceTime. Thank God for technology. After 40 minutes of workout, we are finished. It was a good workout using weights, ropes, and going up and down stairs. It's amazing how a simple workout can do so much. It helps let go of stress, and you forget you are locked down until Bonnie goes to leave. You cannot hug one another. You just move away. You can give one another the elbow, and that's it. Imagine touching elbow to elbow. Weird when you say, but better than no connection at all. I sit down, catch my breath, and look at the time. It's 9:45. I need to go to the store, so I gear myself up with gloves and mask. I understand we need to be protective when leaving our home, so I do this to prevent catching any germs of the virus. I do it also because the government tells us to do it. When I have the mask on, it feels like it is smothering me. It reminds me of our lockdown. I shake it off, but it still makes me nauseous. I'm walking down the vitamin aisle in Walmart's looking for almond oil. And of course, I have mask and gloves on. There is a man walking very close to me down the aisle, and I try to move further away. He does not have a mask or gloves on, and that bothers me. He starts talking to me, asking me, what am I looking for? And I feel he is sad and lonely. I try to move further down as I answer him. Almond oil, I say, and you? Zinc, he says, but I don't see it. It's good for the heart. And then continues to let me know that almond oil could be in the cooking aisle. I say, thank you. I never gave that thought and move away again as he closes in. He finally leaves and I let my breath out. I'm sure he's not happy with lockdown, but he should at least have a mask on. I finish getting the groceries needed and go to checkout. Everyone was 6 feet or better in the line apart, and they had masks and gloves on. So did the cashiers. When I get outside, I remove my mask and take many deep breaths. I look at my clock in the car as I get in. It's 10:50. And I think to myself, good. I have 2 clients coming to my home for a reading at 12. That will give me time to put groceries away and settle down. I am an intuitive counselor. Of course, you all know that, spirit medium. So readings are my line of work. I am happy they are coming because financially it's needed. My business has suffered some, or I could say quite a bit. Not everyone is working at present, so confirmation and insight from a spirit medium is not always needed. As I open the door to my clients, my mask and gloves are on. Needless to say, they have Clorox wipes, disinfectant for doorknobs, and of course, masks on. I let them in and no, we cannot hug or get close. I know these clients well, and it is considered repeated business for me. It's sad we cannot hug, so I say, what is this world coming to? I am upset, but try not to show it. We laugh at our appearance and say, oh, well, let's get down to business. When I finish and we say goodbye, I could cry. I could. Once more, we cannot hug, but what do is elbow to elbow. It is not the same, but it helps because it is a form of touch. We laugh and say, next time. It is now 1:30. Whatever am I going to do next? I'm locked down. I keep saying, forget that. Let's do something. I pick up my pencil and get paper and start writing. I get rid of more stress. And now that I am finished writing, I feel much better. I say I am locked down, not locked up. Now that is my story, and that is my feelings about everything that is going on around us that I know is a necessity and must be, but it's also very challenging. So does anybody have any questions? And Cece, can you please come back in? Oh, there she is. What do you think?
I think it was very good. I was listening. I actually was sending some messages out, trying to get some listeners in. I see we have some listeners, so I want to thank you for listening. But I thought it was very good. I think it's real. We're all kind of feeling that. And you go into the grocery store and people aren't wearing a mask or gloves or whatever, and you start thinking, oh, and if they accidentally cough, you freak out. And it's just a different world that we live in. And we're all feeling cooped up and a bit of anxiety. And I know for me here, we're approaching Mother's Day and I'm not able to be with my kids. And so it's everything is just evolving very, very differently. But here's the thing. I think with everything we ever experience, I feel that we have to try to make a positive spin on it and start thinking that maybe this isn't really a temporary situation and that maybe this is going to be the new norm. And if it is, how are we going to adjust to it? And so I think we have to start shifting our mindset and feeling like, okay, if I'm going to have to take these certain precautions, what do I need to be able to do it? And like you were saying, you're running your business, you're doing it properly, you're wearing, the mask and taking all of those precautions. So I think life will continue. We just have to take those precautions. We're just not going to have nice looking nails.
No, I think
my nails are terrible. I mean, they're the same. I painted them and look at that. They're already, I painted them yesterday and they're already peeling already today. Because
I haven't even bothered to paint them. I haven't. But I'm doing the almond oil. And I did find the almond oil in the cooking aisle.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really special that the man told me to look over there.
We do have some comments here. Okay. Is that a dress? What is he talking about? Is that a dress? What are you talking about? Is that a dress? Is that a dress? What that I'm wearing, or that, or that Janet's wearing? Happy Mother's Day, there. Thank you, Bill. Thank you for that. We appreciate it.
Oh, nice.
You said I did not like it. Oh, the dress that I did not like. No, I threw that dress away, Bill. Yeah. Hey, Bill, I went out with Bill and he didn't like the dress that I had on. And so I threw it out.
Oh, there you go.
Heck, if you didn't like it, I'm certainly not going to wear it. So.
Oh, I threw a pair of slacks away the other day, and I keep thinking. I think what I feel I'm going to be doing next is cleaning out my closets.
Yes, is that it?
Yep. Yeah. Is what it?
I don't know. Is what it? He's going. Is that it? Is that it? The dress? No, this is not. This is just the blouse that I'm wearing. I bet you like this because it's bright color. But no, here's the thing. Like I said, I think we have to we have to try to think a positive spin on it. And I've been trying to be more creative with it. We just produced our first magazine, and so I'm excited about that. So, I just think we have to try to hang on to the good things, like you being able to have some work, connecting with your family and friends, and just try to get through it, the best we can until they come up with something,
Yeah.
But
it's going to get better.
The dreams that we've been having. I mean, I think a lot of people have been having crazy dreams.
Yes. So what I want to do is speak a little bit more about dreams. Okay. So the one thing I can say, which I have spoke this part before, but I'll say it again for those who have not heard it. Dreams can solve problems in your world today. All y'all know that, or most of you know that, hopefully. One of the most mysterious concepts in human knowledge today is a dream. We dream constantly. Most people dream on a regular basis, and these dreams range from the normal and mundane to the complex, frightening, and bizarre. Okay, dreams can inspire us and make us wake up happy, or scare us and make us wake up confused. Many people think that in spite of this, dreams are largely useless when it comes to the real world. Contrary to this belief, though, dreams can be useful and can even solve problems you may face. And you know what, Cece, the other night I had a dream. Now, this is very unusual. I do not know who the man is. And I would like to think that means that maybe there's a man coming into my life. But
Wait till I tell you about my dream.
Okay, I'll let you tell me next. But this gentleman kept telling me how pretty I was.
Oh, I like those dreams.
Oh, I'm telling you, it was nice. And he meant it. I just, how pretty you are. I woke up hearing that man telling me how pretty I was. So I said, I wonder what that is about,
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that means maybe somebody's coming in. I don't know. But if we look at it, at what's going on around us, maybe I needed to know that, because everything is so, I don't want to say negative, but it's not always happy,
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty good. So
yeah, you have a book that describes your dreams.
I have a book called Mystical Magical World of Dreams,
Mm-hmm.
and it's by Tanner. It's Wilda, W-I-L-D-A-B, Tanner, T-A-N-N-E-R. And you can get that book off of Amazon, and you can get a used copy, and Amazon's used copies are like brand new.
Yeah.
Discounted prices. So now, what kind of dream did you have before I keep going?
Well, I don't have these dreams very often, but I was having sex in my dream.
Oh, now you know what?
And I have no idea who I was having it with.
But that's okay. But
I knew that it was good.
Well,
yeah, I'm even blushing because I don't have dreams like that very often, but you
want me to tell you what that meant?
I'm in lockdown. So what does that mean? Does that mean that I'm just trying to express myself as something? Is that what it is?
No, you were letting go of a lot of things that were going on around you.
Look at this. Look at this. Bill says, was not me.
No,
it was a mystery man.
Yeah. It's okay. It's the male and female side of you, but you are letting go of a lot of things around you that are bothering you. So it's it's a release. It's a letting go. And that's the truth.
Well, I guess sex does do that anyhow, just normally, just naturally, it does do that for us. And, but yeah, so I don't have that. And usually, Janet, I can't remember any of my dreams. So sometimes I think I don't even dream because I don't remember anything. I wake up but then I'll have such vivid knowings in my, when I wake up. So a lot of times, like you've got to do this, or there's been something troubling me, and I go to bed and I wake up and there's the answer for that. So there's those kind of things.
You dream every night. Mm-hmm. So you just don't remember your dreams. So just know you sincerely do dream every night. Okay. Yeah. So, and there's a lot about that. It's a good class. And by the way, I am having a Zoom class May 14th, Thursday night, and it's going to be on a dream class.
Oh, it's Thursday night.
Yes, it's the 14th. It's next Thursday.
No, I'm sorry, I got to sneeze, I think, or something. My nose has been bothering me. Well, I can't because Thursday I can't come.
I know.
Thursday nights we do our show.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I want everybody to know, whoever's listening, please, that I am going to try this I am doing it, period, amen, with Zoom. So but everyone dreams. So please know that. And then what I would like to do is to say to you about the dream catchers. You know, our Indian dream catchers.
Yeah, so if you can send me that information, I'll post it up on the places that I can post up.
Oh, on May 14th? Okay, I'll send you my newsletter.
Yeah, and if you're charging for it and all that jazz, what you're doing.
I am. I'm charging $35. I will see. I'll send you my newsletter tomorrow.
Are you doing you have a link to how you can pay for it?
I have a link for how to pay for it. And then when everybody signs up, then I'll have a link for them to get in.
Yeah. Okay.
Zoom. How's that sound?
Yeah. Yeah. Just send me and I'll post it around, see if you can get some people. Although they'll be coming away from the radios, our shows, so they'll have to promise to listen to the rebroadcast.
There you go. Were that to come about, I'm sure they will.
Yes.
So no worries.
Yeah.
All right. So now let me tell you a little bit about the Native American cultures. Okay. With their dream catcher. Now I'm sure
I posted the picture of the dream catcher for your show tonight.
Say that again.
I posted for the dream catcher on your show tonight.
Did you?
Yeah, your picture had the dream catcher on it.
Well, isn't that good?
Yeah.
Nothing is a coincidence.
No, absolutely not.
Okay. So then let me tell you about this. In some Native American cultures, a dream catcher is a handmade object based on a willow hoop on which is woven a loose net or web. The dream catcher is then decorated with sacred items such as feathers and beads. Dream catchers originated from the Ouija people, and were later adopted by some neighboring nations through intermarriage and trade. It wasn't until the Pan-Indian movement of the 1960s and the 1970s that they were adopted by Native Americans of a number of different nations. Some consider the dream catcher a symbol of unity among the various Indian nations and a general symbol of identification with Native American or First Nations cultures. However, many other Native Americans have come to see dream catchers as over-commercialized, offensively misappropriated, and misused by non-natives. So they don't like what's going on today with all of the different dream catchers that are out there in the stores.
Well, I totally can get that. When you've got something that's kind of sacred in there, a lot of people are using it for various different things. But let me ask you about this. So a dream catcher, what does that mean? Does that mean that it catches your dreams? You put it over, let's say you put it somewhere and it takes away like any scary dreams you might have, or what is it?
The dream catcher was meant for the children.
And for what?
For their dreams.
To scare away any bad dreams. Oh,
yes.
Okay,
so now listen. The Ouija people had an ancient legend about the origin of the dream catcher. Storytellers speak of the spider woman known as, and so help me, I cannot pronounce her name. So she took care of the children and the people on the land. Eventually, the Ouija nation spread to the corners of North America, and it became difficult for this Indian spider woman to reach all the children. So the mothers and grandmothers would weave magical webs for the children using willow hoops and sinew or cordage made from plants. The dream catcher would filter out all bad dreams and only allow good thoughts to enter their mind, as in the children, okay? Once the sun rises, all bad dreams just disappeared. They believe that a dream catcher changes a person's dreams. It started out for the children, but yes, it could be used for the adults also.
So I guess if you were having, bad dreams, would it bring good dreams? So I mean, warn out the bad and it brings the good dreams to you.
It would filter all bad dreams and allow only good thoughts. Okay. So the dream catcher filters the bad dreams and only leaves you with good thoughts in your dreams.
I realize that they don't like it, that it's commercialized, but could you make your own dream catcher? If we're home and we're having like bad dreams because of all of the anxiety that's happening here, people are having a lot of trouble with it. Could they make their own dream catcher?
You know what? I think that's a very good idea, CC. I sincerely do. I would say yes, because if you were making your own dream catcher, you would only put in there good thoughts, right? And you would make a simple dream catcher. You wouldn't go to the extremes that some of the people have gone to make dream catchers.
Right. And if it's made out of things that's personalized, like I think back in the day when the original dream catchers were made, they were made out of, a round circle, and they were made out of string and things like that. And then also feathers and beads and things like that were attached. But those were things that meant something to them.
Yes.
And so, which made a big thing. So I guess if we were going to make our own homemade dream catcher, we would put in things that were maybe, important to us.
Okay, here's one more thing that they say.
Okay.
There is meaning to every part of the dream catcher, from the hoop to the beads embedded in the webbing, okay? Even infants were provided with protective charms. Example of these are the spider webs hung on the hoop of a cradle board. These articles consisted of wooden hoops about 3.5 inches in diameter, filled with an imitation of a spider's web made of fine yarn, usually dyed red. In old times, this netting was made of nettle fiber. 2 spider webs were usually hung on the hoop, and it was said that they caught any harm that might be in the air as the spider web catches and holds whatever comes in contact with it. So that was the woman that we spoke about earlier, that I could not pronounce her name because it's about 15 letters. She was their spider woman, and she was the one that would help children in their dreams, okay? So yes, if you stuck to some of this, making a dream catcher, using a web-like circle and the beads and everything, I feel that, you could put your own personal feelings into it, and it would be a good thing to do.
Yeah, it might be a project for kids, especially if they find that they're having, some scary dreams. They can make this and then believe that.
Right.
That it will work. Yes. Sometimes it's mind over matter. So let's talk about that, mind over matter. When you're having, when you're going to sleep, I think that maybe I'm wrong, but I've always thought that what you have in your mind goes into your subconscious, and when you're dreaming, that's kind of what. So I guess when I dreamt of sex, I must have had it on my mind, and subconsciously.
That's true. It's true. You could have very well have been doing that, CC. And yes, that's what Spirit says. With all of the happenings that are going on today, You go to bed with all of the happenings that are going on today. So what Spirit is trying to do is help you in your dream to figure out what you need to do to make it better for yourself.
I was thinking Spirit was coming out there for a minute.
He was.
I thought he was coming out there for a minute because he's getting to where he's starting to talk to me.
No, he's there. He knows.
Yeah. But he does. He comes out now and starts talking to me. When I think I'm talking to you, I'm talking to him. And I'm like,
no,
okay.
no, he's always here. I love it when he comes through. So he's going to say one thing, hang loose, because he is here. Dreams are very important. Please understand that. We are trying to help you work through your day and through your many situations. Try to stay calm no matter what goes on around you. Meditation, once more, is very important, and staying calm is very important. Do you understand me?
Yes.
I will leave you now. Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Thank you, Blue Feather, for coming forward. I knew he was going to come forward because I can tell by the way you start looking and stuff that he's going to come.
You can tell he's there. Yeah,
and you know what, he is right. I think no matter what happens with us, as we're going through, it shall all pass. I mean, it's just it's something we have to stay calm, and we just have to kind of live through. And I kind of wonder sometimes if it's testing us a little bit, because we get so caught up in the fast-paced world. We get caught up in money. We get caught up in things that really aren't truly that important. And so what's happening now is people are staying home and they're getting reconnected with their families. They're getting reconnected with things that make them happy. They're being creative. They're, you watch some of these videos and things like that. I put one up on, it looked like a husband and wife were doing a little exercise dance together, and they were filming it. I mean, it's trying to help other people get through and stuff like that. So, this might be a very trying time for us, a little scary time for us. And I know those that are losing family members, it's sad with that. But, we need to just look at the bright side.
It's going to make us stronger, Cece. It's going to make us stronger as families. It's going to make us stronger as he said last time, corporations. It's going to make us stronger all the way around. I do believe we'll be able to hug again. I do. I don't feel that we're going to have to stay in a mask for always. I just feel if people are aware and conscious of what is going on around them, that we should be okay that way also.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we are going to find some sort of antidote for this, or some sort of vaccine, and it's just time. We just have to give it time. And I know that there's bright, individuals out there, and very intelligent people that are working behind the scenes trying to get as much done as they can. And bless our caretakers and all of our first responders and all of them for stepping up and dealing with all this stuff from day to day to day to day. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing all that they do. But
Now I'm going to tell you one more thing. I'm going to tell you how to make contact.
Okay.
With a loved one.
Okay.
In the dream. Okay.
Yep.
You too can ask your loved one to visit you in your dream time. Try the exercise below, which I'm going to give you to encourage contact with your loved ones, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Before you go to sleep at night, place your journal next to your bed, or put a tape in your recorder and set it where you can reach it immediately upon awakening. You can also use your phone, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Before you lie down to sleep, close your eyes and prepare yourself as if going into a meditation. Instead, call your gatekeeper guide to you in your mind. Now, see, Blue Feather is my guide, my gatekeeper, the whole thing. So I would call on Blue Feather.
Mm-hmm.
Quietly tell him you would like to visit, as they call it, Summerland in your dream time and see your loved one.
Mm-hmm.
Choose one loved one whom you'd like to visit, excuse me, and hold that person's name, face, and personality firmly in your mind as you talk to your guide.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Then affirm to yourself out loud, I easily access the spirit world to visit whomever it is that you would like to visit, which I would like to have my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
Fill in your loved one's name in your mind, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And easily remember the entire experience immediately upon awakening. Thank your guide and go on to sleep, okay? So then if you go to sleep and you don't dream anything, what they're saying here is don't give up. Try it another night and another night until you get your answers.
Mm-hmm.
How does that sound?
Yeah, I think that's cool.
So as soon as you wake up, take your journal and write down your experiences, or
Mm-hmm.
turn on your recorder and tape what you experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's kind of like what I do. I mean, because like whenever I've troubled about something, or I need to know if I'm going in the right direction or whatever, I'll ask the question before I go to sleep, and I ask, please please point me in the right direction, put me on the path that I need to go on, or whatever. And I wake up with that absolutely knowing what I need to do.
Right. Mm-hmm. See, so that's good. So now here's another big thing that they say. What if on the first night you try, nothing happens? Okay. Mm-hmm. You don't remember any dreams at all. It says be diligent and don't mm-hmm. give up. It might mm-hmm. take a few days or even a few weeks, okay, for you to receive a visit from your loved one. And then we say, why? Because your loved one might be new to the whole process of visiting. And it may take her a while to get the hang of it, him or her. It may also take a while for your guides to help program your body to open up to the spirit world and remember its experiences. So it says be patient with your guide, with your loved one, and especially with yourself. And then you'll see results. Okay?
I think that's very interesting. Oh, I do have a question about dreams. I get often, and even when I was having my dream, my good dream, I will get 2 knocks on the door, like 2 knock. Like I think somebody's at the door, and I wake up thinking somebody's at the door. It's loud, but it's always just 2 knocks, bang, bang. So what does that mean?
Well, the 2 knocks is a good thing, because if it was 3 knocks, it would mean a death.
Yeah. But
So
2 knocks.
They're trying to get your attention.
Yeah.
Knocking on the door. You're not listening, maybe.
Yeah.
So they're knocking.
I was fooling around in my dream, and then knock on the door.
Oh.
Woke me up. But I mean that happened last night. That happened last night.
Okay. So somebody knocked on your door in the process of
that. Yeah.
Maybe you were with somebody you weren't supposed to be with.
Yeah.
And they were giving you a warning.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up in the dream book. I'll
Yeah,
text.
but it happens to me often. In my dreams, like when I do have a dream that's, I'll have to start paying attention if it's like a little bit more out there, far out there, or whatever it was. You know. But I do get that a lot, and I also get a dream where someone's calling my name.
Oh, well, that's spirit. That's definitely a family member speaking to you, CC.
Yeah, I get that. I get that quite a bit. It wakes me up. I think they're calling me.
You better believe they are.
And it wakes me up immediately. And and I go by CC, but this is my legal name. They call me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no one ever calls me that, but my family, I guess. And it's generally it's a man's voice.
Oh, okay.
That I hear.
Possibly your grandfather.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be my grandfather. Yeah.
Ask him.
Yeah.
Ask him who he is.
Well, I wake up with such a start because I think it's my dad, see? So it probably is my grandfather.
It can very much be your dad's dad.
Yeah, because I wake up with such a start and I run in the bedroom thinking he needed me and he's sound asleep.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, so that's probably what it is. It's probably my grandfather.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's just letting you know he's around taking care of your dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
So please know that.
Yeah. So if anyone out there listening, if you got a quick question, we just got a couple more minutes that we can be on. If you got a question about your dream that you want to ask Janet, all you do is just make a comment and
give them my phone number, 813.
Here, wait, let me. Yeah,
813-814-1601 in case they want to talk with me, or go out to bluefeather.net and there's much information out there.
Right. And so y'all, if you want to have a reading, Janet does readings, and she is doing them at home if,
events.
Yeah, if you guys feel like you want to do that, you have to wear a mask and gloves and do all that, protection. Or the better thing to do is do it on Zoom, because I think that's a great.
We can do it that way. And I do phone readings. We can do it over the phone.
Yeah. So that would be even easier. So you could do a phone reading.
Yeah.
So So people do reach out.
Yeah. Phone readings are very good. I get a lot of people that call me from California, North Carolina, New York. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like a request. I want to make a request. I have a lot of stuff going on in my life, like with work and whatnot. I'd like to, and I'm happy to share it online. So if maybe we'll do an official reading for me if you want. On your next show. You want how you do your little cards, you have those cards that you turn.
Yeah, my little angel cards.
Yeah. So let's do it. So we're going to do an official reading. So you guys, those of you that haven't had a reading before with Janet, maybe you might want to see the way it is. And so why don't we do that and show everyone, unless someone comes forward and they want a reading. So if you guys want a reading, then you can do it next, not this coming Thursday, but the next. And so if you guys want a reading, we can do that. Or I'm going to do a reading with Janet, and then maybe we can show everyone how it is if you've never had one before.
Okay, so we're going to do that on the next one, right?
Yeah, unless you've got something you want to talk about. Do you have a guest? I don't know. I should have asked you. Do you have a guest?
Oh, you mean for the next one? No, not yet. Is that what you mean? No.
Yeah.
No, but I'll work around your reading and I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, because I thought maybe those that haven't had a reading, they can see that you can do it at a distance, you know, and be equally as good. So yeah. So
okay.
Maybe that would be kind of cool.
So if I have a guest, that'll be okay too, because I can still
if you have a guest, that's fine. Or if they want a reading, that's fine too. So whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll do readings on the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see if anyone.
You know what? Why don't you get one or two people, and then why don't we make it a reading night?
All right, we can do that. I'll see
If you
there's
want.
Mhm.
Only if you want, okay?
Yeah, I'll find out if somebody else wants to, and I'll send them the link. They can come right on and chat with you like I am. We can do
All right,
that.
we'll make that a reading night.
Yeah, just so people will out there. I just thought maybe if they were out there, they would list, they would see how it is. So they feel more comfortable doing it at a distance. Because so often they think they have to be in front of you, you know, be in order to have a good reading. And
Yeah,
this
but that's
way
not the case.
no, it's not the case. Yeah,
Okay,
not at
girl.
all. Sounds good. All right.
right.
Well, you have a good week and send me that information so I'll post it. Make sure everybody knows that. Now, again, if those of you, if you weren't listening at the very beginning of the show, Janet's having a dream class, and she's going to be sharing on it's a dream class, right?
Yeah, on Zoom, May
On
14th.
Zoom. Right.
May
So you'll get more in depth and better understanding about the dreams and everything. So I think, and I've attended several of your classes and I love them. They're very good.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
Yeah, they're very nice. So yeah, the spirit guide one and stuff, I really like that one. So
I love that one.
yeah, for sure. All right, sweetie, I'll talk to you later. So we're gonna go over to the boy and girl thing now. So so I will talk to you later. Bye. Thank you.
Have good dreams.
Well, that one was pretty good that I had last night. Okay, bye.
Have another one, okay?
Until I get that knock on the door.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.